Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Sunday, the 11th of December. But first, a quick recap. Well, what an atrocious day. Full stop, really. Choose all those selections and then most of them don't run and meetings get abandoned. Absolute mare on the football. I think it's just one of those days where we're just destined not to really win from the get-go. So what I've done this time is, at Newcastle, I've gone for a slightly different approach. It's the same kind of bet to what I normally have. What I've had is £7 in total. I've had a 10 pence each way lucky 15 at SP. 10 pence each way lucky 15 taking the prices. And a 50 pence each way accumulator. Comes to £7. I don't know if you can remember but years ago, I think it was Southwark, and I know Southwark at the time was 5%, but I always remember when the cold weather came, they used to say they had to, and I can't remember what the word is now, they used to go round on the tractors, and when it was frosty or icy snow, they used to dig deeper, and it was to help to get the frost out of the ground or out of the all-weather surface. But what it did make it do is, I'm sure it made it race deeper, but also it suited front runners. I may be wrong. This is just my recollection. So, I've had a look through the card. I don't fancy anything amazingly, but what I have seen is a few front runners which, if it is favouring the front runners, could be given half a chance. It's not a strong bet. It's not a strong day. They're not strong selections. It's just a different angle for today. Obviously, if I didn't fancy anything, I wouldn't have a bet. But I do think they've got a sneak if they go to the front and it's favouring front runners. But I could be wrong, and it may suit hold-up performers. But let's get into it anyway. So it's a 10 pence each way look 15, taking the prices. A 10 pence each way look 15 at SP, and a 50 pence each way accumulator. So the first selection is strong team. In the 8 minutes past 12 at Newcastle, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, for me, this is the likely front runner by far. It always leads. It's not a good horse. It should be around about 20s, but hopefully it should drift. And it actually ran a cracker. It had a second or third time back at Newcastle over, I believe it was course and distance. There are an awful lot of strong pullers and horses that haven't run over the distance and also are unproven over the distance. And I think if Graham Lee gets his tactics right, we could have a decent chance. The second selection is Camus Darak in the 12:38 at Newcastle. This is Mark Johnson's, and if you want a horse that's probably going to lead, and if it is going to lead, you want a Mark Johnson horse, one that's probably going to battle. So that's I think it's only about 4 or 5, but that also once again backs up my logic. It should be a front runner. The third selection is Leok Gach La. Yeah. In the 10 past 2 at Newcastle, paying 4 places instead of 3. And finally, Rockley Point in the 2:43 at Newcastle, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse normally, just presses the lead. It doesn't normally lead, but it presses the lead, which it should still suit it if it favours front runners. So those are the bets for Sunday. I'll more than likely give some selections out for Monday. That will be Sunday evening. So fingers crossed. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.